Welcome back to my channel Kishore Sir Ki Pathshala. We are doing chapter Acid, Bases and Salts 10 Cbse. Let's see today's topic. So can we quantitatively find out the amount of ions present in a solution? Can we do that? Right. So by making use of universal indicator, okay, what is a universal indicator? Which is nothing but it is a mixture of several indicators, right? So we mix several indicators to make a universal indicator. So the universal indicator is doing what? It shows the different colors at different concentration of hydrogen ions in a solution, right? So whatever hydrogen ions may be present, okay, with regards that it will show the different colors of the given solution. A scale of measuring hydrogen ion concentration in a solution is called the pH scale. Okay, so what is the pH scale? It is nothing but it is used to measure the hydrogen ions. Okay, concentration in a solution. So here the P stands for what? It stands for potence. Okay, potence in Germany is meaning power. Alright. On the pH scale, we can measure what? pH generally from what? 0 to 14. Okay, 0 is what? Very acidic, right? And here it is very alkaline, right? Okay, so acidic and alkaline, 0 to 14 is the range. So pH should be thought of simply as what? As a number which indicates the acidic or basic nature of the solution. Higher the hydronium concentration of the, then what will happen? Lower will be the pH. Okay, higher is my H plus concentration, then lower is the pH value that we need to remember. Okay, so now let's see the pH of the neutral solution. Neutral solution will be what? It is 7, right? So value less than 7 is the scale represent the acidic solution. The value increases from 7 to 14. 7 to 14 the value increases and it goes to basic, right? Okay, so what you see here is that it represents an increase in the OH minus ion in the solution. That is the increase in the strength of alkali can be noted. So generally paper which has been indicated, which has been put in the universal indicator is used for measuring the pH. Here we see that if the value is 7, right? Here you see the value is 7, then that is my neutral. Okay. If you go on this side, you'll see that acidic nature is increasing, means 7 to 0 you are going. You're going from 7 to 0. Here the acidic nature is increasing, means what? The concentration of H plus ion is increasing. Concentration of H plus ion increasing. When you go from 7 to 14, what happens is the basic nature increases, right? Means what? Means the decrease in H plus ion concentration is there. H plus ion decreases, OH minus ion concentration increases, right? See here, OH minus concentration will increase as there is a decrease in H plus ion concentration. So here you see increasing acidity here, different colors you can see here, right? Okay, neutral, and here you will see that different colors for alkalinity is there. If you see here gastric juice, okay, roughly the pH is around about 1.2, right? So what you see is here the color, okay. So lemon juice 2.2 is the pH. See the color, right? So pure water, see this light green color is there, okay. Then you'll see milk of magnesia will be there, sodium hydroxide will be there, right, which is around about 40. So these different colors are shown, okay. When you put the pH paper into the given solution, you'll get these colors accordingly, right? So now let's see the strength of acid and bases depends on what? On the number of the H plus ions and the OH minus ions, right, which are produced by the substance respectively. if we take hydrochloric acid and acetic acid, okay, we are taking what? We are taking hydrochloric acid and acetic acid here, okay, right? So if you see both these are what? These are acids, both are acids, okay. But what we see is that they produce different amount of what? Hydrogen ions, right? The amount of hydrogen ion produced by hydrochloric acid and acetic acid will be different. The acid that gives more of this H plus ions are said to be what? These are my strong acids, right? Okay. At the same time, the acid which gives lesser amount of H plus is called as weak acid, right? So this is my strong acid and this is my weak acid. Same way we can say about my bases also, right? Okay. So now let's see the importance of pH in our everyday life. Okay. Can plants and animals survive in different pH? Okay. Now, can they survive in different pH? Let's see. So, if you see, our body works with a pH range of how much? 7 to 7.8. Right. So, living organisms can survive only in a very narrow pH change. Right. As our body, the pH is how much? 7 to 7.8. Our pH is there. So, same way, what you see is that different animals have got a very narrow range of pH. Right. So, when what happens is pH of the rain becomes lesser than 5.6, right? So that time it is called as acid rain. Okay, that acid rain that flows into the rivers, and thereby what it does, it lowers the pH, okay, of the river water. Right, now the pH has gone down, means it is becoming what? Acidic. So what happens is that the survival of the aquatic life in such rivers become difficult. Okay, so the aquatic life becomes difficult in such a lower pH. So, have you seen pH of the soil in your field, that is in and round? So, plants also require a specific pH range for their healthy growth. Okay, so to find out that pH for the healthy growth of plant, what we need to do, we need to collect the soil from various places and check the pH with the help of what? Universal indicator. Right, the pH should be what? It should be around 7 for the healthy growth of plants. Okay, then let's see pH in our digestive system. Right, now you'll see that it is very interesting to note that the stomach produces what? It produces hydrochloric acid, right, and it helps digestion of the food without harming the stomach. Okay, so there is a lining which prevents this acid produced, okay, from getting in touch with the stomach lining. Okay, so what happens sometimes during indigestion, the stomach produces what? It produces too much of acid, and which can cause what? Pain and irritation. Now to get rid of this pain, people use what? They use antacid, right? So many times you might have also used antacid. Okay, so antacid does what? What is the job of antacid? It neutralizes the excess of acid, right? So magnesium hydroxide, that is the milk of magnesia, is there, is a mild base which is being used often for this purpose, for the neutralization thing. Okay, now let's see what causes a tooth decay. Right, you might have seen a tooth decay happening and people are going for root canal as such. So now tooth decay starts when the pH of the mouth is lower than 5.5. Okay, if the pH is lower than 5.5, this all process starts. Now if you see, the tooth enamel will be there, the layer, okay, enamel, which is made up of what? Which is made up of calcium phosphate, right? Okay, it is the hardest substance in the body. Okay, now this doesn't dissolve in, this calcium phosphate doesn't dissolve in water, but it gets corroded within the mouth when the pH is below 5.5. If the pH falls below 5.5, the corrosion of this calcium phosphate starts. Now bacteria which is present in the mouth, it produces acids, right? Now there will be a bacteria which are there in our mouth. What they do, they produces acids by what? When the food particles are entangled near the tooth, what they will do, they will eat that, degrade that sugar, okay, and they will produce acid, right? Now this acid in the mouth, it lowers the pH around about below 5.5. Now the best way to prevent this tooth decay is what? Is to clean the mouth after eating, right? Okay, by using toothpaste. So we are using toothpaste, we know that toothpaste, if you see, are what? They are basic in nature. Okay, so they are used for cleaning the teeth, and what they do, they neutralize the excess of acid. Whatever excess of acid is produced, they neutralize it, and they prevent the tooth decay. So thereby you can prevent the tooth decay by using toothpaste. Now let's see the self-defense mechanism by plants and animals through chemical warfare. Okay, how they do. Now many of you have encountered a honeybee sting, right? Okay, so honeybee sting, what it leaves? It leaves an acid which causes a pain and irritation, right? Okay, so now to get rid of this, what we need to do? We need to use a mild base like the baking soda on the stung area, which gives a relief, instant relief, right? So baking soda, which is a mild base, has to be used, because what happens? The honeybee sting leaves an acid into it. Now, if you see that stinking hair of nettle leaves, what it injects? It injects methanoic acid, which causes a burning sensation, right? So, if you see the nettle leaves, it is what? It is a herbaceous plant which grows in the wild, right? It leaves have a stinging hair, which causes a painful sting when touched accidentally, right? So this is due to what? Methanoic acid secreted by them. Now traditional remedy is what? Is rubbing the area with the leaf of a dock plant. Now these dock plants, they often grow near the nettle plants itself. Okay, they will grow near the nettle plant itself, right? So what you need to do, take that plant, take the leaf of that plant and rub it on that area, and you'll know that the nature of the dock plant is what? Is basic. Why? Because nettle leaf is what? Is acidic. So acid and base, they get neutralized to form salt and water. Okay, so that we know, right? So student, I'm sure you have understood today's topic. So kindly like, share and subscribe my channel Kishore Sir Ki Pathshala for more informative videos.